Hey everyone. So this is a very frustrating update. Something I've been kind of lingering on is I've been doing this for 3 years, according to my history, since 2019, the end of it. And you may or may not know if you've been here a while, you'll know, but or watched my old videos. They used to be really downgrade, and it took me this long to up till the end of this year or the end of last year to get as good as I am, because I'm a little bit slow. I'm going to be honest. For some reason, unfortunately, there was a good amount of period between 2020 and 2019 where I was, let's just say, wasn't shy about doing political statements of any. Now, as you may or may not know, YouTubers are getting targeted when it comes to political stuff, when it comes to algorithm, being thrown into the suggestions of pretty much being blacklisted or something like that. That's what I heard. And I've kind of been hearing this is kind of not really that new to me. It's just now been confirmed. I kind of been really figuring it out, hearing from other people that political stuff was in general past couple years being targeted. It's YouTube being cracking down, from my understanding, on being PC, all this stuff. Just not wanting to get in trouble. Blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't care. I think it's stupid, and it definitely affects the small channels. Now, I have in the mid 200s of subs in the past year. So I have noticed that a lot of my videos will get people passing, and it's usually between most of it's usually 50 to 70 subs, but a lot of the big ones or foreign ones are usually up to almost 2K. So I've been trying to figure out past couple years of what's going on. I figured maybe it was my set, because most content creators have it where they're up close. So I changed that, the whole set. That's why it's like that now. And unfortunately, I just spent an hour, or not even an hour, about 30 minutes going through a lot of videos and deleted them. Older ones. So ones from 2019, 2020, and I think some from 2021. Some of them are just a bit not even political. They're just a little bit cringe. But if I think that because of the topic of the video that they are possibly, most likely, me saying stuff in it that would be considered political, even if I considered it not. On top of that, all of this, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. There was, in the beginning, in order to get subs, and just how my mind was, pretty much childish at the time, I would pretty much fake a lot of my opinion just to please people. I know you're not supposed to do that. Unfortunately, I was not that bright in 2019 or 2020. Obviously, because again, 2020, I was out there with my political stuff, and also just in general, my brain in 2019 was more of a child, and then 2020 was still there, and then it was about 31 years old is when I became more of mature and thinking. If you don't know what I mean is because you got to look into autism. Okay. So I have silentopathy, which I can't pronounce. It's a short in the brain. The part of motion for me, or as far as I know, I don't know. The whole thing confuses me. The doctors try to change it, tell me about it, but it doesn't matter. You get the gist of it. So it's for those first couple years, it's definitely has a lot of issues that I'm concerned about, of either from YouTube going after on those stuff, or most likely that, and also the fact that I'm guessing a lot of people who searched those videos that I did that weren't suggested were judging them. And I honestly am not a fan at all. How bad and the way I was doing them for the first couple years. And think I'm coming up on 4 years, because I forgot which date I started doing that. Excuse me. But you cannot, I cannot express of how much I have come a long way from what I was to doing as good as my stuff is now. And how much I am not a fan of my old stuff. Now, there are videos that are from the beginning, and also this year, so I didn't really like everything. But there is a lot that I went through just to make my channel possibly grow better. Whether it be the people checking it out, and unfortunately the internet likes to judge. Unfortunately, as much as I don't really care, the subs count combined next to the amount of viewing says otherwise. So you got to do what you got to do. It is a business, unfortunately, and I don't get paid. So, well, I wouldn't say I wouldn't want it, but, you know, because life's not free. But, yeah, you still got to treat it like a business, paid or not. So, unfortunately, I had to make sacrifices. Like I said, I had to go around and doing stuff. Now, another thing is, you're not going to see a whole bunch of me the next couple of weeks. Why? Because I need to catch up on a ton of shows. I need to go through the Marvel shows, unfortunately, for when I see the new Marvel movie of Doctor Strange, which I don't know if I'm going to go to theaters for. But then there's the Last Scene in Expanse, and then there's some new shows like Stranger Things coming up, Part 1 and 2, and I still haven't got around to doing some other shows. So a lot of them have come from the other season. Now, I'm not going to do a review on each one of them, but I will definitely do on Moon Knight if I can get into it. Because personally, I'm not really a big fan of the shows. They just don't interest me. But Moon Knight did, and the more I hear about it, the more I'm interested in it. But then I'm not a huge Marvel fan, so I mean, don't get me wrong. As a big of a DC fan I'm a big fan of comic books all the way around, as you may or may not know. I definitely do enjoy Marvel movies. My personal favorite Marvel Avenger is Captain America, Steve Rogers specifically, and you know, that's just my personal opinion. Oh, I also like Thor after I saw him in the third one, which is my favorite Marvel movie, by the way, when it comes to the MCU. Now, when it comes outside the MCU, Blade. But that's not what this video is about. But anyways, I thought I'd let you know. It's kind of frustrating I had to do that. And hopefully you got to the end of the video. If you have, please say skull. And so I know. And love you all. Please stay safe. And again,